أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلي على وعلى نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Respected brothers and sisters, we are gathering this morning to admonish you for you to understand that life is just short time to live in this world. We'll keep on admonishing you by the grace of God. When God gave us long life, will continue advancing you. Even I will sitting before you, all is included. So I'm here again to warn you about our life, how we should live our life. Brothers and sisters, that do not allow for this worldly life to deceive you. In short, let me just go straight to the point. The Lord of the world, the King of Kings, stated in his various books, أَفَحُكْمَ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ يَبْغُونَ. Do the ignorant seek any judgment? Do you seek any guidance? Do you seek any protections? Do you seek any way of life? They're the guardians of God. Do you seek any guidance? They're the guardians of God. Do you seek any protections? They're the protections of God. Which kinds of guidance that you will follow that it will change your life? That it will change your activities? That it will protect you not to fall in dangers, in hope? That will prevent you not to do something wrong against your own soul? Which kinds of guidance people today that you will follow? That instructions may lead to success. Successful is not because you earn much of money. Successful as is the way how you may change your life. If the way how you change your life, how you deal with people in your community and to the environment they live in, into the society, to the whole world. Successfulness is to be successful. It's not about money or to get cars, to get or all kinds of things to be wealthy. No, it's to control your inner self. It's to know how you living. It's to know what is coming to the body. It's to know the rest of the body, the rest of the soul. Many of you are confused, doing something against your own body. For you to know the body have right, the soul have right. Nothing can teach thee except the word of God. So this is why most of you have been misled by doing something astray, by taking something every day, taking drugs, alcohol, every day just motel, nightclub, or tormenting yourself by the way of the devil. If you don't know God, you buy by the rules of the devil. This is what God tell you. which comes with judgment or rules that you may follow that may lead you to success. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ مِنَ اللَّهِ حُكْمًا لِقَوْمٍ يُوقِنُونَ. Who is better in judgment except God? But only those only those want to change. Only those want to be successful into their life, into their activities, into their behaviors. Only those wish goodness for themselves in this world and in this world. Only those want to be good. It's those who understand this. For the evil people, they will never understand. They will never ever understand, because Satan has control in their life. They have been influenced by the trick of the devil. They have been deceived. They are in great delusions. So they will never understand. And they think that these kinds of evil that they're doing against their own soul, that is the way of life. Suffering from their own harm. But they know they are suffering. So God is telling you that again, brothers and sisters, God is telling you and I, God said to you and I, God said to you and I, ذَلِكُمُ اللَّهُ رَبُّكُمُ الْحَقُّ. Your law is truth. Your love is truth. God is truth. Satan is the liars. Anything from God is truth. Anything from the devil is confusion, dirtiness, filthiness. That is why all those who love this demonic attitude, they are dirty, brothers. Look at their life. Look at the conditions. Dirty. Did you get spiritual dirtiness? And you get physical dirtiness. Those, they are dirty spiritually and physically. Look at the thing they put in them. Look at the way of life. They are suffering in the hands of the devil. God is truth. Satan is the liar. The devil is the liar. Your enemy. Satan is the liar, and you love your enemy. Take your enemy as a friend. Oh, brothers and sisters, which kinds of confused animal like a sheep will make friends with hungry lion? Which kinds of confused sheep animal like a sheep take shelter from its hungry lion? It's like you people doing such a thing. The devil is a hungry lion. He wants to eat you. He wants to destroy you. He don't love you, hate you. Because of you and I, will drive away from paradise. So you say you torment your life well for money. Many of you have been deceived by money. That's why these evil people, they only show you money. That's why they see devil came to me, show me diamond. To see if I could have moved by this diamond, maybe my knee is all over today, but my soul is in dangerous. This is why John will give you money, will do something. Why is money, brother and sister? When God don't love you, it's useless. It's just a debt. So God is saying to you and I, فَمَاذَا بَعْدَ الْحَقِّ إِلَى الضَّلَالِ. After truth, what's next? It's a delusion. It's a lie. After rejecting truth, what next do you accept? You accept, even though you're against God's way, brother and sister, what you accept will never be compatible to the word of God. Never ever. Although that you may call it good, because you want to satisfy your inner desire, because when you want to do wrong thing, because there's no other way of you to escape. If you leave God, you will choose evil. Because of they are confused, no other way to justify the wrongdoing, so they're calling those good human right. And they call it evil human right. They call it evil human right good. Everybody seeing this thing is evil. Men and men marry. Women more married. Every day eat necklace mode. Every day women naked in the street like animals. Women didn't get time for the body. God love you. God give you honor. God give you respect. All the respect is for you, but you refuse to abide by the respect. Then do something astray by exposing your nakedness to the next man to sin free of charge without being a sin for you. Free of charge, you boasting over this. Look at you. You are the one who will get older. Your body will get rampant. Your feet will get ugly. No way, everything have time. Today enjoying, tomorrow everything will finish. Men and sisters, look at all I'm telling you. فَأَنَّا تُصْرَفُونَ. Do you turn your back? Do you go astray from the path of God? The God said in the Quran, أَلَمْ تَرَ إِلَى الَّذِينَ يَزْعُمُونَ أَنَّهُمْ آمَنُوا بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ وَمَا أُنزِلَ مِنْ قَبْلِكَ يُرِيدُونَ أَنْ يَتَحَاكَمُوا إِلَى الطَّاغُوتِ. Even some Muslims into the America there preaching wrong message to the people, as everything in our country is just messed up. The Muslim, everything messed up. Because I never hear people from China, people from France, from Germany, giving a verdict like this. Some people say scholars on Facebook see something against the Quran, like they say the hadith is not. We should only follow the hadith. We should only follow the Quran. We should in America there. They're very confused. I said, why people didn't talk about those things? Even those Josh Thomas who blocked my page, they from the same America. When he did that, then he put a flag of America. They even shame to do this. So do not be everything wrong. Do not be the voter of wrong. You're propagating evil. You're advocate of wrong. Anything that is ugly, this is why you are preaching to people. So God is telling you, and even some Muslims do these kinds of things. Hypocrite, pretending, those who pretend, those who will believe in what have been sent out, what have been sent out before. But they are taking ruling from the devil. Some of them think that they are more intelligent, pretending that they are Muslim, whereby they are doing something wrong. Even scholars right here, all of them doing the same thing. All of them joining the same society. Claiming that the Muslim, the big meaning, when bigger, they are afraid to speak the truth. So they want to merge the weight of the devil and the weight of God together, so to make a life. It never ever be. You cannot put water and blood in a cup to drinks. No. So God is saying, do not seek any judgment on yatahakum ila tawud. Brothers and sisters, وَقَدْ أُمِّرُوا أَنْ يَكْفُرُوا بِهِ. You have been commanded to disbelieve evil, to go against evil, to go against the way of the devil. Which of course you have been commanded to do that. وَيُرِدُ الشَّيْطَانُ أَنْ يُضِلَّهُمْ ضَلَالًا بَعِيدًا. And Satan only want to mislead you far away from the path of God. Yes, sister. God say, Tawhut, false rules, false law. God's giving good law. Let's see. Let's compare. So God say, وَعَبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا وَبِالْدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Worship God. Do not worship any other thing. Do not ascribe anything as partner, as false God unto Him. Be dutiful to your parents. But what these demonic people say? Child read 9111 against the mother. Which counsel? People see wrong thing, you call it wrong thing, right things. Now one for a murder. Now you like it. Now one calling police for a murder. Police for a murder. People, they was people see wrong thing and no advocating for these evil things. They call it human right. Police for your murders. Insulting your mothers. God said, don't even say oof. Do you God say respect your mother? People say no. You can abuse a mother, is right. Anything that is wrong, this is why except anything against their own soul. These are the only things they can refrain from. But anything that against God, they support it and propagate it and they call it right. God said men and women are not equal. They're supposed to know. Men and women equal. Even animal, a female animal and male animal, they're not equal. There's differences. God said that man should be held responsible of your own person. No. When we bring 10%, maybe 10%. God said, woman, your money is belong to you. The responsibility is upon your husband. Anything you need is upon your husband. Even though that they have anything to give you, but your responsibility is upon your husband. So if you need anything, your husband have to give you it. There are any other things that is lawful in the sight of God. Now God said that to you. He said, no, equal. This is why in this Western world, no marry. Because two persons want to do things equal. You know that it's not all time you are a fool. So if one did a fool and gave like the others, there will be injustice. And one will be offended. What will happen at the end? Problem coming. What will happen at the end? Confusion, divorce. If you say men and women when you want to part, you all should divide the property equal. This is why people know this kind of law is wrong. They just want to promote the money, a satanic way of life in this world. This law cannot work. You know what happened next? Especially, devil is busy. The woman may hope now upon the wealth, not the marriage itself, upon the wealth. Any cause that marriage should destroy, should find all means, so that you can share the property. Especially if you are wealthy. But Islam said not. Islam said when the woman, if you want to divorce your wife, you have something better once you go, let you make a life of it. But to share it equally, no. There will be no guarantee in the marriage, because the woman will hope that if I go, I'll be rich. So let me just make sure let get divorced one time, because she'll be able, sit on basis, she don't come to play with her. She'll find means for for the marriage to destroy, so that you can share property. This is why every time divorce. Because the law is making your people suffering for your own law. Satan punish you. Any law that Satan made is filthiness, is ugly, no peace. This is why every time divorce, to the cost, to the extent that women want to live just like animal. Women having affair with dog, because men are going extreme. Men confused, men having their friend men confused. Brother and sister, look how God make women attractive, very beautiful. The body of woman, something like a water. You leave because of soft body, fat body, then you go hard body, hard face, so big. And putting it to the back where the person can defecate. Nobody can defecate. You know how many people have died from this kind of evil thing? You know, you know how many people in Africa have been affected by those things? Spraying water going into your womb. You know that it's the wrong place. It's the wrong place. It's glory. The womb of woman. God created those wombs, no special for that. This is why it cannot be affected by that, because this is why it was meant for. Especially, is nature of God. That is nature. Something is not nature. Do you think it's going to work? People get sense? You women say that you have phone or cars, the manual. Those manual give the instructions or have to use as car. So water tanks have to put water. Then you put oil into the water tanks. You're going to then you sit in the engines, put oil into the engine. Then you put water inside. You're going to be this. Where it's wrong, you see it's right. Then you see the rest of a body. God said in the Quran, O children of Adam, dress properly. Dress properly. Let me see the higher of the Quran so that I should not miss it. Ya bani Adam khudhu zinatakum inda kulli masjidin wa kulu washrabu wa la tusrifu innahu la yuhibbul musrifin. God says, dress properly. Your body is your dignity. Your body is your features. Your body is restricted only to your husband to enjoy it, not any other person. But women at this time. So woman, if you're selling market, if you're selling something like a banana or other things, I want to buy this banana. I say, can you give me bonus of the banana? Let me taste everything. Then afterward, I'm going to pay. You agree to that? Let me just take one bonus of the banana. Then let me eat everything. Then if I want to get taste it when it's sweet, then I'll pay. You agree? No. You allow me to pay first because you don't know my intention. So this is how our sister looking. If enemy come your way, they love. Yeah, they love. I want to be serious. See, loving, nothing serious in loving. There's a contract. No guarantees. The way you started, that you're going to collapse. This is why most of you crying today. The way you use your life. God said, just dress properly. People say, no rape. But look at the cause. Before you say no rape, look what caused the rape. What caused the rape, brothers and sisters? You say you're intelligent, you are wise. I don't know, but you're not wise to see the cause of the mistake. Before it says no rape, look at the cause. Look at the cause. Most of this rape caused by the nakedness of women in the streets. Most of the rape caused because the appearance of women in the streets. It's not every man is satisfied. Just like you waste the food on the ground, they're saying there's no sense to touch it. Does that make sense? Huh? Then next day the bucket is full. They put the water in this bucket. You are spitting for the bucket to not leak. There's no bottom part of the bucket. It's open. Then you put the water in. Do you think that bucket should preserve that water? Everything go to waste. So do you think that you say no rape, then women in the street, they're going to work? Which kinds of law they put making they see they're more intelligent? Which kinds of law? Which kinds of law is there, my people? Look at the cause. Before you discuss about these things, discuss about say that, and because you know that you are promoting Satan worship. This is why anything that is in the field of the devil, This is why some of you preaching those things to mislead the whole world. So don't do nothing free. You know better is wrong. You know. But most people love evil. So most of us have been deceived by this evil because we love free way of life. So you bring this concept of law to say freedom, because by this concept trick you, because you don't want to obey God, you might be yelling evil. They had command. They had Satan use Satan entering the soul and make it to take pleasure in evil. Even to speak truth. Many few people, even phone. Some people calling right here to say, my man, why are you? No, I'm right here, real light, whereby you right here speaking, lying to people. Even truth to speak truth. Satan made everything yet hard for people. Because of those things, so they have started mankind love evil. That's why they're using these kinds of strategies to give the whole world by this freed way of life. But because of this law today, all the whole mankind suffering. Social fornication, women confused. Men are just confused. Because of the law, no men are honest. You get woman, you still loving. You marry, you still loving. You not marry, still because of this law. Nobody fear God. Nobody is honest, and nobody want to be honest again. People just stealing from one another. You go so, you come so even this whole world because of this law. So we are suffering. Even you want to marry, but who to trust now? Who to trust? Who should you be confident in so that they can continue good relationship? Because the what they love have destroyed the faith, the morals of human. Living in demonic society, living in bad society, living in bad atmosphere. I don't care, my brothers. Your one cannot defeat 100 men. So because of these evil laws, the good people itself have been infected by this law. So the good people have been infected by this law. If you is not affected, your woman or your carry better sisters. So the whole world is going just wicked, and things getting harder. War so they won't happen, so it will always happen because he might be turning back from God. He might be turning back from God. So can you cause goodbye? People, women, God love you. If human being can preserve the house while they can sleep, what can you preserve about it, sisters? If human being can preserve the wealth, the money, into bank, into the saving area, what can your body, women, your body is more precious, more important than go and save us. This is why God said, this body is not everybody should see your nakedness, women, sisters, because you're important in the society. But most of you do respect that, turn this respect away. You don't care for your own self again. God love you, precious woman. This counsel God gave you, but you should know it. You turn all your honor away. Women on Facebook, or was exposing the body. Not that should even their private part. Everybody see it's clear. Which counsel like you say they is we are not civilized. This is uncivilized. This is uncivilized. You are not civilized. You are not. Do you think you are wise, sisters? Men like me. You think some of you doing? I did not need to explain about my life. Some of part to all this, but nothing we see in those things. Nothing except just to suffer yourself every day in a club, every day doing this thing. What is this? People think they are in life, they are on top of things. These are the deception. Do not call wrong rude. The right of woman, teach about that. The right of marriage, the right of child, the right of dress codes, and the right of your neighbor, your community, the right of your body. Preach about this right. But you only go one side. When you say human right, child right, then teach about mother right. But it's many law. So they will never teach about it's many law. Anything from the devil is not unique. But God explained the right of even child has not yet born. God explained the right of unborn child. The right of your neighbor, even animals. So you leave all this right, you say no. They come to many law. Will suffer, sister. They just starting. Those who making this kind of right, if you don't stop it, the thing that will happen as well, the whole world will regret. God said coronavirus, it has changed. God did all kinds of things to people. Stay in which kinds of human being we are. If you don't stop it, things will happen. Climate change, scientists, if you're not talk, only talking. If you want it, if you love it, playing a tree from Africa, come all the way to America, climate will never change. The only thing will change this climate is the way. I bet you, all this law you're doing, all this evil you're doing, just stop it. If you're not seeing peace into our life, don't trust me again. You see peace, tranquilities. We live in harmonies. Sisters, you will get blessing of rain. You never talk about climate change again. But scientists, don't mind because the little knowledge God gave you out if you out of need phones and other things because of that. That knowledge should not deceive you. You never ever change climate. You never change. You will not stop death. You will never stop old age because some of you doing surgery not to get old, but you forgot to know that you cannot do a surgery to change their bone also, the flesh also. All this just fooling yourself. You never stop old age. You never stop death. You never stop misfortunes, trouble, calamity. You have no power over that until the end of this world. Also, the climate change, you never ever change that. So do not call wrong thing right things. No. If you want success, you and I, let us believe in God. Let us worship God. Will be successful in this world and in this world. Success is in the hands of God, not man, not the devil. So thank you all. Let us share the video. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.